Hi Taurus, how are you my love? Welcome to your September reading. I'm Sally Kent, I'm fairly new on here. I'm excited to do this video for you. Let's see what September has in store for you guys. So we're in an earthly season, we're in Virgo season, which should suit your Taurus soul very nicely. I think some of you are rushing ahead really with a certain project and trying to get things in place before this particular date, and that there seems to be a lot of focus on the future for some of you and not so much focus on the present. So just if you're feeling a little bit stressed during September, just try to bring yourself back to the present and know that that's where all the peace is. So we can bring ourselves back to the present by breathing deeply, and our awareness is focused on the now, or we can look at something beautiful like a crystal and just our mind begins to settle then if we can just bring ourselves back to the present. Because it seems like a lot of you have got these big projects going on and you're just focused on this end date, which is fantastic, but it seems like you need to kind of tend to what your body needs right now. So make sure you're getting plenty of rest, drink loads of water, and just make time to kind of bring yourself back to your body, but with your awareness. I think that will really benefit you this season. So what can Taurus expect from September? Ooh. So there's some of you are going to be focusing on your career and what it is that you feel that you're meant to do in the world. So how many of you are, thinking about your vocation at the moment? Because this card is associated with what we feel our calling is. This is also linked to our developing spirituality. So some of you may be accessing some new information about spirituality. I feel like some of you may be just discovering chakras, for instance, or just discovering meditation. And whatever it is that you're focusing on this month that's to do with your spirituality, know that it's coming from spirit to help you, because the Hierophant is, we get this card when we're stepping into our spiritual power, and it's so exciting. I liken what I do for a living, reading tarot, with the Hierophant, because I feel like it's my calling. I love helping people all over the world, and my clients, when the feedback I get, it just makes me feel like, yes, this is what I'm meant to do in the world. And it's taken me years to kind of get to that state of feeling like, yeah, this is my calling, this is my vocation. And I feel like you guys this month are going to get that opportunity to really feel in alignment with your power and with your divinity. Because whenever we get this card, we're being asked to really focus on what it is that we feel our vocation is. So I feel like you are going to be stepping into your magical power this month. Accompanying that, some of you may be moving swiftly, some of you may be moving house. This is about moving forward very quickly with a particular project. It's a vision that you guys have that you've had for a while, and now you're just like ready to move with it. And I feel like it is linked to the vocation of some sort. This could be a personal project, this could be, a grand vision for our career. But this is something that's a vision within you that you're incredibly excited about, and you want to move forward with it. And it feels like it's infused with divination and spirit and magic. So let's see what you can expect from your relationships. So that's platonic, romantic, professional, and family relationships. Okay, so there's some big changes going on in your relationships this month. You can expect you to feel very different, as well as for things to look very different as well. When we get the Wheel of Fortune, this suggests big changes where we're moving on from one cycle to another, and it just feels like it's meant to be. So for some of you, you could meet somebody that's absolutely amazing and it just all clicks and falls into place. Or some of you could be actually ending a relationship and feeling like that's the best thing to do, and that actually you feel like you'd both be happier if you were to part. Whichever way it's manifesting in your life, it seems that your relationships are up for a big change. Change is one of the only constants that we can rely upon in life, And when we can accept that changes happen, we can go with the flow and the tides of our existence, and we can almost treat life like it's a magical treasure hunt, and this is what this card means to me. I always liken it to, eerie coincidences and strange synchronicities that, make us aware that there's a magic afoot in our life. So I feel like your relationships are going to be infused with this power this month, where it feels strange how things are falling into place and how things are changing for the better. So what else can you expect from your relationships? Amazing! Another major arcana card. So far you've got 3 major arcana cards, which are huge significators of change. This particular card suggests to me that your relationships are going to be very harmonious this month. This is also representative of a particular chapter closing, a cycle closing, and us moving forward to a new chapter, and it just feeling right that something has come to conclusion, a completion of a matter. And I mentioned earlier that I felt like some of you might be ending a relationship and just choosing to move on to something else. And this card suggests that, all the changes that are happening to you this month are going to be beneficial for your spirit, your mind, and your emotions. This card also suggests to me that your relationships are going to be harmonious. And there could be a celebration of some sort as well for some of you, where you celebrate something that you've been working really hard towards. So for some of you that perhaps are in a relationship, this could be a goal that you and your partner have set a long time ago, and you can achieve it this month. Something you've been working hard towards is coming to completion, and there's bound to be a big celebration. So I'm really excited to report that for you, for your relationships. So what else is it that Taurus needs to know about September? Taurus needs to know about September. I feel that I should draw 3 cards for this one. So I'm going to start with the first one that came out, and that's the 8 of Swords. So again, there's this theme of something ending for you this month, guys, because this is associated with like a mentally taxing situation that is coming to a conclusion, and we're just kind of drained from it. And but what's accompanies this card is this feeling of like, oh, okay, I know what it's all been for. And it's like it's not a negative card, because it's almost like we realise what's no longer good for us. And it's like a change, like we want to change how we do things. I sometimes associate this card with like family patterns, how perhaps our parents told us how to react to certain things. We don't necessarily have to follow suit. We get this card when we get to a point of realising, actually, I'm going to do it a bit differently to how I've been shown, because these patterns aren't really beneficial for me or for the people in my life. So things are likely to be going quite smoothly for you as well this month, because you've got another 8 here, but this is the 8 of Wands, and this is a huge burst of energy after there's been some frustration and delays and setbacks. So some of you may have been experiencing some bloody frustrations recently, where you're just like, oh, why isn't this working out? I've got to wait 2 weeks for this, and like this frustration. But when we get this card, it's this huge release of energy that's like a catapult. So you've been being pulled back for the past few weeks, and soon you're going to be released and pushed forward at a great speed and momentum towards your dreams and visions. So whatever it is that you're visualising, that you're hoping to achieve in September, know that you've got the energy of the universe supporting you and keeping you buoyant and optimistic. You're likely to meet some amazing people this month that are just going to help you achieve your goals. I always liken this card to, just everything falling into place nicely. It's like the right people turn up when we need them, the right situations. It's like everything's just like, whoa. There's no resistance. The dolphins don't meet any resistance whilst they're jumping gracefully through the ocean. And that's kind of how your spirit's going to be this month. You're just going to be like, going with the flow. So the last card, we've got the Victory card. So I think this is linked to this one, definitely. So things are going very smoothly for you in regards to your dreams, wishes, and what it is that you're trying to do. And you will be victorious. So this is an outward celebration as well as an inner celebration. So something that you've been working very hard towards is likely to be achieved, and you're going to want to celebrate this success with your nearest and dearest, This is the card of victory, so you guys are going to be celebrating something big, and I mentioned that earlier when you got this card as well, which is about celebrating. So I want to hear what this celebration's about. So that was your September reading. I hope you liked it. If you did, please leave a comment and tell me what resonated with you. I want to hear what it is that you guys are celebrating this month and what it is that you're working towards. You know, keep that faith and that optimism high, because you know, you're just going to achieve your goal so much more quickly if you can do that. So yeah, if you liked it, please leave a comment, and I'd love it if you could like or subscribe or share. I'd really appreciate it. I'm a newbie on here, so I appreciate as much support as you could give. If you'd like a personal reading with me, the details are below, and also my social media links are below as well if you'd like to follow me on any of those channels. So I wish you loads of love and luck for September, and I'll be seeing you next month. Lots of love for now. Bye for now. Bye.